Good afternoon on this divinely guided day. Welcome back my way. I hope you're feeling a-okay. I love you and the divine loves you. And if you are new to all being 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family, allow me to be the first to welcome you. Hopefully you and your families are well and you're rested and you're getting ready to start your weekend. Okay. Let's go in and tap into the messages. But first, let me thank you so much for returning to the channel. Let me thank you so much for everything that you do for the space, the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the hitting your notification bell, dropping comments below to include your contributions to the channel's growth. I am grateful. All right. Let's hop in, A1s or my day ones. You know I love you. Okay. Soul Tribe family members, you know I love you and the divine loves you. Let's tap into this message. Divine, at this time, I ask that you provide us with protection during this read, all reads, and all the time. I ask that you provide us with clear and concise messages as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it as we too shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it, clearing it, canceling it, and releasing it back to the universe. Ashe, and thank you. All right, y'all. I don't know, but I just heard that. I was getting ready to go with another deck, and I heard this. Okay, so we're gonna start out with some questions the spirit may have, some interaction for you guys to answer if you feel moved to. Okay, spirit, what is the question that you want to ask? Huh. Okay. Why didn't you why didn't you return my call last week? So someone wants to know why you didn't return their call last week. Okay. What other question? Mm. How'd your doctor's appointment go? Somebody wants to know how your doctor's appointment went. Okay. Spirit, help me out, please, because these cards are tiny. What other question? Why'd you miss your son's birthday? Question out here. Why did someone miss their son's birthday? Okay. What other question? What happened when you tried speed dating again? Mm. Who's out here on this dating site? I know I tried Facebook dating. That was too much. I cannot. Okay. You seem distracted today. Somebody wants to know why you're distracted. And then we have out here, you're being awfully quiet today. Somebody wants to know why you're being quiet. This could be at your job. Why you decide to become a priest. Someone wants to know why someone's thinking about becoming a priest. Okay. What other questions? Mm. You're being awfully quiet today again. Somebody is really being quiet. Okay. And this could be bothering someone. Okay. I'm picking up maybe mum is the word. Someone's being very quiet here. Why is this? Huh. Let's see. What other questions do you have? hmm I feel like somebody is speechless about something. Yeah, somebody could be crying over something. Something's difficult for someone. They're going through a hardship. There's the energy out here where someone's also feeling guilty about something as well. Someone's being questioned about their motives for something. Hmm. Someone's being reminded to remember something that took place. Okay. Someone's also being someone also needs to focus up here. There's some distractions or something like that. Somebody is wondering about how someone's doctor appointment went or something. Somebody called to check on someone after a doctor's appointment. Call wasn't returned. They want to know why. Somebody wants to know if someone's okay. You may feel like they're just being nosy. Hmm, okay. That's why you didn't answer. This could be like a family member or a friend or somebody you feel is really a frenemy. This is how you feel. You wondering if somebody's really caring about you or are they just being nosy? Hmm, okay. They're wondering why you're so quiet. Somebody wants to know the results of something. Yeah. Somebody may have went on an adventure somewhere. You may have gone to SeaWorld, but how was SeaWorld is here? Somebody could have went on an adventure. Something about you dealing with aqua. I don't know if you're a diver. You could be a deep diver. Something about the sea. Hmm. Okay. Two more spirit. What things what brings you into therapy today? Okay, somebody may be going to see their therapist before they do something this evening or go somewhere this evening. I'm picking up on the energies that someone's anxious about a date. Someone's getting ready to go see their therapist before they go on this date. Somebody's being asked what happened when they tried speed dating last time. Somebody's also being asked what happened on the last date. Yeah. Somebody's out here asking someone why they won't marry them. Somebody wants to know why someone got fired, and someone wants to know why someone stopped taking their medication. Okay. And why are you, someone wants to know why someone's staring at them like that. Like, damn. You may want to know why someone's staring at you a certain kind of way. This could be a partner energy. Something about your partner knows something. Oh, shit. This could have something to do with that doctor's appointment, Spirit is saying. Somebody could be pregnant. Okay. Why can't somebody wants to know, yeah, why can't you sleep? Somebody's worrying about something here. It could have something to do with the results of this doctor's appointment. Yeah. And why do you cry at night? Somebody could be out here and doesn't want to let somebody know they're pregnant because they don't want any children. But then this energy just totally despises anything remote to getting an abortion. And then, yeah, somebody out here, it says, what happened when you hung out with Elon Musk? This is giving me like elite energy. There could be elites walking around pregnant with other elites' babies. Somebody is feeling like, the baby that is inside someone is not theirs. They want to know the results of the doctor's appointment, the tests that were taken. Somebody also wants to know about somebody's health. They want to know the outcome of this health exam or something along those lines. Okay. Hmm. Okay. This first question, let's get this so I could get them all spread out and get them answered one by one and quickly. Oh, family, what's this about? I don't even know why Spirit wanted me to start here, to tell you the truth. But okay. These may be some of your questions you have. Only take what resonates, okay, y'all? As you know, the way it goes. But these may be some of the questions that you have that you want answered. All right. So why didn't you return my calls? last week. Somebody wants to know why you didn't return the call. Spirit, what's the answer for that question? What's the answer for that question? Why someone didn't return someone's calls last week? Please and thank you. Okay. Yep, Two of Pentacles. It was their choice. They didn't have to. They thought about it. They were brought to a crossroad pertaining to it. I told you I was picking up on this energy, or somebody's like, do you really care? Or you just being nosy? So they didn't return somebody's call because they didn't feel obligated to. This was a choice they made. They figured by not returning somebody's calls, it would keep them in balance. Okay. Somebody wants to know about how the doctor's appointment went. Spirit, what's the message on this question? How'd someone's doctor's appointment go? Wow. Somebody is pregnant. hmm Somebody is pregnant and they are avoiding answering someone's call that wants to know how the doctor's appointment went. Yes, someone is getting ready to definitely um have child. Okay. Why'd you miss your son's birthday? Question out here. Somebody wants to know why they missed their son's birthday. Somebody missed their son's birthday. Wow, I'll be damned. Because they're too busy trying to be a perfectionist at work, but they're not a perfectionist by far. Mhm. So somebody was trying to make a good impression for the boss, or that's the boss trying to overwork themselves, trying to make or stand out as being this good, this good. How can I explain it? Maybe a role model or trying to show people how it's done energy to where they missed out on their own child's birthday type energy. Okay. Spirit wants to know, hey, what happened on the what happened when you tried speed dating? Okay, Spirit, somebody wants to know what happened when you tried speed dating. Spirit, what are you going to tell us about that? Couple of things. Wow, somebody may have, came to the practical reality about trying to maybe rush in with a Nine of Pentacles energy. And somebody's feeling like, slow and steady or win the race here with this energy that they met. Okay. And you seem distracted today. Spirit, what's going on with this? They seem distracted today. Somebody could be distracted, okay. Emperor on the fence energy. So this is somebody who's well respected, but they also could be questioning this right now. This is giving me the energy of being in doubt. Somebody is questioning the power that they have or don't have type energy. That's what's distracting them. They're wondering if they're really in control of their life or not. They're starting to wonder if this was just a facade or if this position that they're in is really a position that they deserve. Somebody's doing a lot of introspection here. hmm And you're being awfully quiet today. Somebody wants to know why someone's being awfully quiet. Spirit, why are they being awfully quiet? Please and thank you. Thank you for the messages thus far. They're being awfully quiet because they know that somebody is coming in fast thinking. This is somebody that's coming in with some sort of information. Somebody has a background check coming back. They're worried about it. hmm Because they know that somebody's coming in, or there's something that's in their background that's going to pull up. It could be something that, they feel is memorable, but for whatever this information is, it may not sit privy to something. They're worried about some information that's going to show up from their past. I'm hearing. Okay. Spirit said at the bottom of the deck, yeah, that's truth. That's why they're quiet. Okay. Why'd you decide to become a priest? Spirit wants to know for the money. Y'all see how fast that went down? Ah! Oh shit, somebody became a priest fast. So they would be out in the cold too, looking for shelter because every most priests stay in partridges or in the pair or in the church house or something like that. Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, somebody became a priest because they just wanted the money, the pentacle, and not to be out in the cold. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, spirit. Mm-mm. That's what Spirit was like. Get that one out the way, quick and fast. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Somebody wants to. Why are you crying? Because someone's moving on. Someone's. They're breaking up. Okay. Somebody could be at work somewhere around crying or around you crying. There's some sort of breakup. Someone's moving on here. They're moving forward. Someone could be upset about that. Okay. They're crying over it at this time. Mm. Hmm. Somebody's possibly crying over a breakup. Somebody could be moving on or moving forward with a matter. Somebody could be moving forward with someone losing their job or something like that. Someone's crying over it. Someone could be moving forward with breaking up in a relationship that no longer serves them. But whatever it is, this has a moving on energy. Somebody could be going through with a divorce. They could have thought maybe it could have got worked out, but no, moving on energy. Okay. And you're being awfully quiet again. So why else? Look, I think that was the message for both. Yeah, somebody's being awfully quiet because, yeah, look, they don't want a heartbreak over something that was hidden. But see, heartbreak did want to come up in the reverse. So did I? Yes, they don't want a heartbreak over something that's hidden. So they're being awfully quiet about it. What are they being quiet about, Spirit? Something to do with their past. They're hoping it doesn't show up. That's what I'm picking up. What are they quiet about? Yep, I told you. This may be something required. Okay, I'm picking up the energy here where there's somebody that is trying out for a cult, a group, or something like that. This could be even a Mason. This could actually even be some sort of frat or fraternity or something like that. But they don't want people to know that they do not believe in God or that they are atheists. There's something here that's going to bring that up or show that. And it's actually very negative. This may stop somebody from moving forward. Also, it could bring up something that this person had, maybe some sort of biased history in the past. I don't know. Okay. So, Spirit is saying, how was SeaWorld? Well, we're going to see now, right? How was SeaWorld? Something about somebody seeing the world as well. You could have been a sailor at sea. This is giving me the energy of this. How was SeaWorld with a King of Pentacles coming out? Yeah, somebody is out here looking for business globally. Mhm. They could be being judged for that too. Something about that. Judgment was at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Okay. What brings you into therapy today? What's bringing somebody into therapy? Oh, something they're trying to manifest. They're trying to ground themselves around. Possibly their faith, being loyal, maybe even being guided by source. Okay. Looking for some sort of message here, clarity, hoping the therapist can trigger something for someone. Someone may be going to therapy today before they go out. Yeah, because they're afraid of being betrayed. Mm. Someone is going to therapy looking for a sign that brings wishful fulfillment. Hmm. Bring some sort of good luck, good fortune to them. Someone could be even going to therapy about hoping to run into someone or run in. And I keep seeing High Priestess on every shuffle. You could be High Priestess energy. You could be a Temperance energy, Earth Angel energy. You could be a King of Cups energy. Okay. Lover's energy out here. Yep. Somebody wanting to, you know, speak to their therapist. about possibly meeting someone, but afraid to go out to possibly, or this is giving me, I don't want to say you're antisocial, but big crowds are pretty difficult for empaths. So something along those lines you may be speaking to your therapist about or something like that. Mm, mm, okay. And someone wants to know why you won't marry them, and boom, it's because it's not a giving and receiving relationship. You may not feel like it's a giving and receiving relationship. You may be feeling like you're giving more support than they're giving to you type energy. You need some help here, and when you need help, they're not there or something like that. You don't want it to be looked at as like this is a charitable cause, but you're like, hey, put forth effort. That's why you won't marry someone. Okay. And somebody wants to know why you got fired. Oh shit. Why'd you get fired? Because it was a completion of somebody's cycle. They've been there long enough. It was like, the bigger picture, somebody, it was time to move on. Somebody refused to retire here type energy. Yeah, I told you, you had already got everything. And they was like, "Are you going to?" Ooh, I'm sorry. I didn't even look over and see how the sun has come beaming in. The glare, my bad. Okay, let me see. Yes. Was gonna stay somewhere until they walked in the office and seen them dead on the desk or some shit. Yeah, this person had been there way too long. They had already got enough money. Okay, this was like a lifelong career of somebody. Somebody had been working somewhere 25, 30, 40 years damn near. It was like they were working there past the retirement age. They already had enough. They already are at the Ten of Pentacles, but they did not want to resign or quit. Somebody could be asking somebody why they got fired. It could have been because they were still in the Ten of Pentacles from the world as well. hmm Same scenario, didn't want to quit, was going to stay there till they could croak. Yep. It was a strong position for them. Yeah. They were able to hold on to things, manifest things, and it was a strong holding position for them. It was where their strength was at. This is government manipulation. Somebody's wife, husband, somebody asking, why'd you get fired? And the truth is coming out. hmm They were sitting there. They had the whole wide world in their hands with the Ten of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Strength. Yeah, they were holding on to a position that was actually going to end up ending eventually, but they just didn't want to walk away from it. There had to be a symbolic death for a miraculous rebirth. hmm Okay. And why'd you stop talking? Why'd you stop taking, excuse me, your medicine? Okay, why'd you stop taking your medicine? Let's see, what's the answer to that? Somebody wants to know why you stopped taking your medicine. Wow. So we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. It was conflicting with somebody. Maybe there were some side effects I'm hearing. Okay, it's causing some challenges. All right. Could have been making someone have mood swings here. hmm Let's see what else. Yeah. Somebody wanted to be independent. They don't want their medicine. They want to be dependent. They want to be on their own. They think clearer without it. Message for someone. Okay. And why are you what? Oh, someone wants to know why they're being stared at like that. Okay. Spirit, why are they being stared at like that? Because somebody is looking at you possibly to be in some sort of leadership role, or they want you to see the bigger picture. Someone could be intrigued or into you or intrigued by you type energy. They want you to see the bigger picture. Why is this King of Wands staring? What's the bigger picture? At whomever they're staring at. Oh, we got the Nine of Cups in reverse. Oh. Somebody may think that you're unhappy. You could be unhappy in a relationship or unhappy on a job. They're seeing that you may not be fulfilling. You may not be fulfilling your full potential energy over here. They're staring at you because they're disappointed. They thought something different. I feel like also this could be somebody that you're either in a relationship with or you got a job. They gave you a job and they're just feeling like you're not performing. You're wondering why they're staring at you. Or this could just be, somebody that knows something. I'm also picking up this energy where somebody is pregnant and they do know something about this. This could be that energy of why they're staring at you as well. They're disappointed because maybe you told them you were on birth control, or maybe they're just disappointed because you haven't said anything yet, but they know that you are. Yep, this is a partnership, whether it's business or pleasure. Uh-huh. And I feel like their spiritual team has already let them know the results. Facts. There's something about them being connected to source, or they're picking up on that. Something about they're trying to be patient with you, waiting on you to go on and become comfortable with letting them know, but they already know, or something like that. Yep. Why can't you sleep? Somebody wants to know why you can't sleep. Wow, because somebody here is thinking, ooh, that energy. Somebody's thinking about the theft. So they can't sleep. Somebody's worried, okay? Somebody got fired behind stealing the Ten of Pentacles, okay, from the world. They used every tool in the toolkit to do it, and they tried to cover it up and hide it. They tried to dead it, okay? Well, they thought it was going to stay hidden for forever. But with new administration, it is not. This energy right here is afraid of telling whomever's asking them why they got fired because they know they're going to lose their wife or husband. And why they can't sleep is because they got clarity on they've been recapping all that they've taken, and that's why they can't sleep. They got clarity. Somebody got clarity on this thief, and that's why they can't sleep, because many are getting clarity on this thief and what they've taken. Okay. Yeah, somebody wants to know why is someone crying at night? Look, shit, because the Four of Cups in reverse. Somebody has a new outlook on some things. There's a lot of new opinions. There's a lot of clarity. Somebody is crying over the clarity of what they have done, whether it be good or bad. Somebody could be crying over something that they're grateful or blessed for. Somebody could be crying over something that they knew they had no business doing, and now they're in the frying pan. Hmm. Yeah. Woo, there it is. Yeah, somebody's feeling down over the things that they've done because they delayed what was inevitable to happen. And they had a chance to pull out and they didn't. Now they're thinking about everything they're getting ready to lose. Mm, okay. And last one, what happened when you hung out with Elon Musk? What happened when they hung out with Elon Musk? What happened when they hung out with Elon Musk? Wow. So we have the Page of Swords in the reverse and Seven of Wands in reverse. There was a lot of talk. There was no action there. Somebody felt like giving up and just quitting. This is the energy. Maybe they picked that energy up off of Elon Musk. He is somebody that is built off of ego. So right now, what's happening with Tesla is probably really messing with them. Maybe, maybe not. Somebody could have been viewing this energy as being sarcastic. Okay. Maybe talk all action type energy, being sarcastic. Mm. Okay. Any other messages with that one? Somebody wasn't impressed. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, they weren't impressed. It was like the talk of, happy families, happy homes, but like all talk, no action. Something about looking at their own happy homes and family. Which one? None type energy. Sarcastic. Yeah, period. Like floating upside down. Not a clue in the world. Okay. A very careless energy. This is how that person viewed their interaction with Mr. Musk. Okay. And it could have been a Scorpio energy that dealt with Mr. Musk. All right, y'all. So that's going to be your Friday afternoon reading. Hopefully, it resonates. I know it was different. It was far from traditional, but I hope you enjoyed. I hope it brought some clarity to you and got some questions answered for you. Okay, y'all. I'm going to leave it here for you. I love you and the divine loves you. Let's close out. Divine, at this time, thank you so much for allowing us to be here. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I ask that you keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health, and all the time. Ashe, and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.